Hey, welcome, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great performance, heavy performance for both you girls. Just talk about when Charlize walks out for the first time and you see her in just the full makeup and how she's transformed herself. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was very, I was amazed. I knew they were going to do stuff to her, but I didn't realize that they were going to do, you know, I'd never really thought about the contacts. Made a huge difference in the way she looked and sort of what they did to her skin and everything. And it was really shocking at first.
No, as far as her she's getting a lot of weight. And there's one scene in the movie where you're just like, oh my God, you can't believe that that's her. True commitment to her craft. Are you willing to go that far?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. I mean, if you are an actress and you're really interested in sort of being convincing as another person, then I think you pretty much do what you have to do to become that other person.
Because I think it's pretty safe to say that since De Niro and Raging Bull, I don't think we've ever seen anyone go this deep into a character.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what she did, physically transforming herself, is incredibly brave and really impressive. But I think the bigger achievement and something I think we shouldn't forget is what she did emotionally. I mean, her performance is incredible.
It is.
And you can gain as much weight as you want, and you can put as many prosthetics on a person as possible. If they give a bad performance, all you're going to see is fat and prosthetics.
Exactly.
And so I think what's really important to concentrate on with her is that she wasn't relying on the hair and makeup. She gives an incredible performance in this. She's completely convincing. I mean, on set, and she would walk on set, and there's just a different energy about her that was not hers, you know. And she's amazing.
Right, she's always given great performances, but this is definitely another level, like you said, to go this deep and to be that involved in the performance is amazing. Just talk about how, and yourself too, your character is pretty dark as well, but talk about going into that space. I mean, especially Charlize staying in that space for so long. How do you do that? Because it's heavy.
Yeah, I mean,
heavy.
I think we dealt with a lot of the intensity of the movie. I mean, I wasn't around for the things that were really terrible,
right.
The scenes that are really terrible. But I think that the way that we dealt with it, I mean, we laughed a lot, and we were very goofy, and sort of made fun of ourselves a lot. And I think that was sort of a defense mechanism, sort of bring a little levity in. But ultimately, it does wear you down, and you do start to, you know, the emotion of it, and the sort of. It sort of seeps in, and you all of a sudden feel terrible. You don't really realize why, and it's because you're living in someone else's world, and this world was not a nice one.
Did you get a chance to read any of the letters leading up to the bus stop scene? I know that Charlize and Patty got a chance to. Did you get to read those?
Yeah, they gave.
Talk about that. Just reading how that all played out. I'm sure it gave you great insight to the character, and it was also very heart wrenching.
It's interesting, and what was interesting about my character is that so much of her. You just don't know how much of her is genuine. You just don't. She sort of came off as very passive aggressive and sort of manipulative through this sort of artificial innocence. And what was interesting about her letters is they are very surface. And she writes, like, her writing was really interesting. She wrote in, like, teenage girls, her bubble letters. And that, to me, it's sort of telling. Someone who, you know, it's just very artificial.
Right, because you got to wonder, because there's one scene there in particular where how things might have ended up for Eileen if she had not met Selby, especially because I don't think she would have kept hooking, possibly.
No, she would have killed herself that day.
Right.
So, you know, she would be dead, but there would be, you know, I think it's eight men who would be alive.
Right.
So, you know, those are questions that you can't even begin to really contemplate.
People kill each other every day. I think that all these people just didn't know yet who I was going to be. But one day, they'd all see.